The Swan Princess's Moonlight Quest. Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by shimmering lakes and tall whispering trees, there lived a beautiful princess named Leora. But Leora was no ordinary princess. She was a swan princess. By day, she was a graceful swan, gliding across the water. But by night, under the light of the moon, she became human again. One evening, as Leora sat by the lake, she noticed something strange. The moon, which usually shone brightly, began to fade. The stars dimmed, and the lake grew dark. Leora knew something was wrong. She decided to go on a quest to find out why the moonlight was disappearing and to save her kingdom. Leora walked through the dark forest, her lantern lighting the way. She felt scared, but brave. Suddenly, she heard a soft voice. It was a tiny firefly named Flicker. Flicker asked where she was going, and Leora explained her mission. The firefly agreed to help her. Soon, they reached a rickety bridge over a deep canyon. It looked dangerous, but Leora knew she had to cross it. She took a deep breath and stepped onto the bridge. As she walked, the bridge creaked and swayed, but she didn't give up. On the other side, they met an old owl named Orion. He was wise and knew many secrets. Orion told Leora that the moonlight was fading because the moonstone, the source of all moonlight, had been stolen by the Shadow King. He lived in a dark castle on the other side of the mountains. Leora bravely decided to go to the castle and bring the moonstone back. She and Flicker climbed the tall, dark mountain. It was cold and scary, but they kept going. When they reached the castle, they found the moonstone glowing faintly in the Shadow King's throne room. The Shadow King appeared, a tall figure made of darkness. He laughed and said no one could take the moonstone from him. But Leora stood tall and declared that the moonlight belonged to everyone. As she spoke, the moonstone began to glow brighter. The light pushed back the shadows, and the Shadow King grew weaker. Leora picked up the moonstone, and the castle began to crumble. She and Flicker ran out just in time. As they left, the moonlight returned, shining brighter than ever. Leora returned to the lake and placed the moonstone in the water. The moonlight spread across the kingdom, and the stars twinkled once more. The swans danced on the water, and the forest came alive with light. Leora had saved her kingdom, and everyone celebrated her bravery. From that day on, she was known as the Swan Princess of the Moonlight, and so Leora's quest became a story told for generations, a story of courage, kindness, and the power of light over darkness. Remember, even in the darkest times, your light can shine brightly if you are brave and true. The end.